For companies that have fiscal years starting from December 15th, 2011, they're allowed to adopt what's called like Step 0, which is a qualitative assessment for goodwill impairment testing. Typically, goodwill impairment testing was done on a quantitative basis, and being finance and accounting professionals, people are used to looking at numbers. This one's a little different, where they use qualitative factors for assessing whether they need a goodwill impairment test and to need to go to a formal Step 1, which is quantitative. Well, the challenges that companies are going to face with this Step 0 is, again, it's new. They're just not used to qualitative. Have documented, policies and procedures is definitely a challenge for them. The auditors are going to have to learn how to audit qualitative factors, and what's going to happen is with companies with multiple reporting units, they're going to have a challenge of, okay, let's say your different reporting units do different things, is figuring out separate macroeconomic factors within your reporting units. Then on top of that, if you are a multi-reporting unit company and you have a market cap and you're public, is there reconciliation? How do you reconcile these on a qualitative basis that the values of all of your reporting units reconcile to your market cap? Then lastly, you need a baseline valuation. If you're going to have to determine if you have done more likely than not, which is a standard, which means 51%. If you're 51% sure or that you've done better and you don't need a Step 1 test, well, you need to know where you're starting from, is your baseline valuation. So that's going to be a challenge too for companies that don't have that baseline valuation. It's important for companies to understand it and understand the process. There's documentation issues that they're just simply not used to. This is new to them. Quantitative. Well, what does that mean? As simple as sales. Has your sales decreased? Has the cost of your raw materials increased? Those are some factors. Did you lose a key customer? That's a possibility too. Again, it depends on the industry. Is going to be that's going to help determine what your factors are. That's going to help you assess this qualitative analysis.